Eduardo, again, I'm always cautious about, because that's a patient, uh, from a health standpoint. But all indications right now that Eduardo's going to be cleared, and he's been doing everything all summer and everything. Obviously, there hasn't been any contact, but it sounds like he's going to be cleared. I think he's in great shape. I think his attitude and his mind is right, and we're anxious to get him back on the team. And certainly Malcolm, I think, is in the same boat. I mean, he's been running. If he's not 100%, he's pretty close to it.
Al, when you have so many experienced starters returning to an offense that averaged 30 points last year, a lot of people just assume it's going to be 30 this year, if not more. What are some of the things you have to guard against to make sure that the improvement or the progress continues?
Yeah, I think a team is reborn every year, and I wish we can leave off where we were last year, but that's not the case. And so this team, this leadership, this chemistry, this dynamic on both offense, defense, and special teams will be new, and it will be formed here in training camp. Not solely, certainly the off-season program, spring ball, what they did in the summer will all help, make that come together. But certainly it will be formed here. So I would hope I don't have to guard against anything on especially on the offensive side with the experience and the leadership that we have. I hope they're chasing excellence right now and not, waiting for me to motivate them. I think they are, and certainly Stephen has a lot to do with that.
During your downtime this summer, assuming you had any real downtime
Yeah.
this summer, did you take any time to think about specifically just how far this program's come from 2 years ago today to now? Just,
No, I did recruit though. I recruited like crazy, and I'm grateful for the guys on this current team for allowing the staff and I to recruit, to get ready for camp, and then also equally to be with our family, enjoy our family. This is a very mature team right now. Really focused, not a lot of list guys, just guys that want to win, guys that want to compete every day, do the right thing. We're not immune, just like every facet of the community, is vulnerable to it. We're not immune to social issues, certainly. But right now we have a very mature group, and I hope that only gets stronger here. But no, I haven't had a chance to reflect on that, because really we're trying to move it forward, Tim, to be honest with you.
Coach, obviously the best example of your team moving up the hill, moving towards bigger goals, it will be the play on the field. But if you had to give a couple examples of things that you've seen that maybe we haven't, of proof that this is a much different program right now than it was a year or two ago, what would they be?
Well, I think the first thing, Beast, would be what we've been talking about, for 5 or 7 minutes now, and that is it's a very focused group. I think we have the right guys on the train. I think the guys that are on the train have excellent leadership, and if they're not the leader, they're being really good teammates. And again, we have I keep saying it. I have some trepidation no matter what, because we have a long way to go as an organization. But we're moving in the right direction. Again, I think our conditioning is better. This year was better, certainly, than last year, and markedly better than 2 years ago. And we'll have another conditioning test tomorrow night. But from all indications from Sway is we're ready to crush it. We're ready to dismantle it. And so that kind of attitude is prevailing now. I think that's important. That's part of the culture. I think our guys are starting to understand the impact that strength and conditioning and nutrition has on their career. And I think a lot of the guys that we have that have come before us that are around these walls and now on the practice field have shown them that. I think they're starting to listen. I think they get that. I think the other thing, Beast, is we're considerably bigger on defense right now. Porter's 313. Chick is 276. Denzel's 243. Jimmy Gaines is 240. I mean, these are all guys. I mean, you talk about guys who played, 25, 30 pounds lighter at some point. Fig is 38. Cornelius and Armbrust are in the 20, mid-20 range. Kirby's 238. We've gotten a lot bigger at linebacker, and as I said, again, we're not making excuses, but those guys, they grew up on the field. They didn't have a chance to go to the weight room, get to that weight, and then, park for 6 or 9 months, get to that weight, and then go play. Chicolo grew up, on the field, and his mistakes were evident to everybody on the field, or his lack of weight or strength or whatever was evident. But you know, now he's gonna hopefully harness all that experience and then be where he should be physically. And hopefully this is the year that their experience and those reps will match, you know, physically, you know, where they're at. Because Olsen Pierre's another guy, looks good physically. So I know I'm missing. So Johnny Hamilton's 285, you know, played at 58 last year. So I think we're markedly bigger, and we expect to add to our roster DeRozier and Kamala here in the next couple of days. Again, I might as well just preface that by saying that they're not on the roster until it goes through all the channels, but we expect them to be here by Saturday, certainly.
Al, how did you find this this freshman wideout from Red Bank Catholic? What do you know about him?
Well, I warned him. I told him not to do it, but no, again, it's I'm happy for him. It's a lifelong you know, dream for him, and I think he's mature enough to understand that you know, that I'm the coach, you know, and you know, from social standpoint or from a workout standpoint or from anything like that, what happens in the locker room is his business. What comes from the head coach is my business, and I think it's really important for him to understand that dynamic, and that both he and I never cross that line. But certainly he has you know, competed all summer and is in good shape, and I'm excited that he's here.